happy about it, unfavorable. We expected, the standard, we expected to spend $295. We actually spent $300. So we spent more than we expected to. Would you be happy about that or unhappy about that? No, the 3,315 is just the difference between these two numbers. Yes, ma'am.
So you can decide whether you're unhappy or happy, whether you calculate the difference or not.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But you need to know both pieces of information, though. But yes, you can. You can figure out whether you're unhappy or you're happy or unhappy without calculating these numbers.
Okay, so we haven't got to the part about why we calculated the numbers yet?
Yeah, what's the point of the numbers?
Is that the variance?
Because that's the price variance.
Is that the price variance and then the quantity variance?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Precisely correct. That's an outstanding question. This is the price variance is 3,315 unfavorable.
And it's unfavorable because
Yes, because we paid more than we expected.
so how would it be if we chose 3,835?
That's an awesome question. This one? What is it? Are you asking if this is favorable or unfavorable? Awesome question. Holden, can you answer that for me? And Anthony, you need to be thinking about it to make sure Holden gives me the right answer. Because you want to look, because the 3,835 is the difference between the 195 and the 191,750, right? So look at the numbers we used to calculate those. What changed? Did cost or quantity change? Cost stayed the same. So what must have changed? Quantity. So are we happy or sad about the difference? So we expected to use how many? 650, actually. And how many did we actually use? 663. We happy or sad? Sad. Holden? We used more than we expected. In this case, we used more than we expected, so it's just like spending more. We are unhappy. Just like that. And so what's our grand total variance? How much? 7,150. Unfavorable, okay? Now, I want you to see a couple of things. If this is helpful to some of you, it might be. Although you folks seem to be doing a good job of understanding what I just told you. Yes, ma'am?
Why is making more unfavorable?
Because we have two unfavorables, and you add them together. If we had one favorable and one unfavorable, then you'd kind of blend them together. You'd net them together, and the biggest one would win.
I know, but
I'm sorry?
I would think that making more would make you happier.
No, we didn't make more. We used more gold than we expected to make the number of rings that we did. We
1,300 pieces and used extra gold somewhere.
Yes, exactly. Exactly right. Now, I want you to see something. What? Yes, ma'am.
So if one's unfavorable and the other one is favorable, the one that's a higher number determines.
The answer, yeah, you'd actually calculate the difference between these two rather than add them, and then the one with the bigger number would win in terms of the favorable or unfavorable. But I want you to see a couple of things. One, if you want another alternative way to determine whether or not this is favorable or unfavorable. Anthony, you listening? Well, don't do that. Please do not confuse yourself. If the number on the left is bigger than the number on the right, it's unfavorable. Always. If the number on the left is bigger than the number on the right, it's unfavorable. And this number, this is cool. So are you watching? This is really cool. I mean, this might be as cool as accounting gets. Okay? Kaylee, you watching. This number right here is the difference between those two numbers, the two outside numbers. These two numbers, the difference between these two numbers is that number. And the same rule applies. If the number on the left is bigger than the number on the right, it is unfavorable. Okay? Warm fuzzy feeling time. We just calculated the same number 2 different ways. Wasn't that fun? Anthony, wasn't that fun? It was awesome. Okay, we good? We're going to do another one. So you ready? Whew. Turn the page if you would, please. Gee whiz shoes. What page is that on? Gee whiz shoes. What variance are we calculating now? Are we calculating direct materials again? What are we calculating? Direct labor. So what do you think the quantity is going to be in here for direct labor? Hours, specifically direct labor hours. Okay? So we can use the same picture. We can use the exact same picture to calculate this variance. So help me do this here. Standard labor cost in the production of a pair of gee whiz shoes is, so this is the standard. Standard labor cost in the production of a pair of gee whiz shoes is 0.5 hours at $18 an hour. Where do you think those pieces of information are going to go? Or just give me one of them, Nick, where it goes. Nick?
You do $18 per hour is the standard.
Yes. $18 per hour is the standard cost. Where's that 0.5 go? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Heidi, where's that 0.5 go? It is part of standard quantity, exactly. It's a bit of a coincidence that our standard allowed is 0.5 and 2 problems in a row, but that is indeed what has occurred. Next line, during the month of June, 20,000 pairs of shoes were produced. Kaylee, where's that go? Where? Oh, standard quantity. Like right here? 20,000. Awesome. I think that's right. Tyler. What's the next line here? Actual labor costs were how much? $172,900 for 9,500 hours. Tell me where one of those numbers go.
172,900 is going to go under actual cost?
As in right there? No. No. Because doesn't that seem a little bigger than 18? Because this is $18 per what? Yes. So did that problem tell us that they actually paid $192,800 per labor hour? No, they did. It isn't, is it? So what did we do with the big number last problem? Put it underneath. Yes, that's where this one goes. It's $192,800. We'll get that corrected here right away. $172,900. Okay. Evan, we need one more number on the board, then we can get to work. $9,500. Where does it go? Or not? Excuse me, not $9,500. It's 9,500 hours. Where does it go?
It goes under actual quantity.
Yes, it is actual quantity.